Alright, number 24 from the summer packet. We have to find the points of intersection between the two graphs. So we want to know when these two graphs are going to be equal. Notice the square. So this is going to be a parabola, and then this one is going to be a line. Alright, so we have to figure out where the parabola is going to cross the line. Alright, the easiest way to do this is to set them equal to each other. So looks like we already have an equal sign. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this 6 over to the other side. So we're going to get x squared plus y minus 6, okay, equals 0, of course. And over here I'm going to move the 4 over. So set that equal to x plus y minus 4. Since they both equal 0, we can set them both equal to each other. Okay? Alright, next thing I notice is I have an equation with an x squared and an x. If that ever happens, you have to get everything to one side, and you want to keep the x squared by itself. It is impossible to get x by itself in this situation. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to move everything this way, so that way this x squared stays positive. So I'm going to take away an x, I'm going to take away a y, and I'm going to add 4, just applying the opposite. So we got the minus y, I got the plus 4, okay? And then over here, of course, there is a minus x, but there is no x up here to subtract it with. Okay? So everything's to one side, and it equals 0. Okay, so we have x squared minus x. Notice the y's are going to go away. Negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. So the y's are not a problem anymore. Okay? But now we have to figure out what x is going to be. So we have to factor this. Okay? So it does resemble the quadratic trinomial. The x squared is going to be x times x. Negative sign means that these signs are going to be different. Two numbers that multiply to 2 but subtract to give you 1 are obviously 2 and 1. And of course, since this one's negative, the bigger number from 2 and 1 has to be the negative. Okay? Once we do that, we just set both of these equal to 0 because of the 0 product property. Okay? So we're going to get x equals negative 1 and x equals 2. So these are the 2 points of x values that they will be equal to each other. The next thing we need to do is figure out what the y value is going to be. So we're going to take these x's and we're just going to plug it into y. It doesn't matter which equation you plug it into, but it looks like I'd rather plug it into this one because I won't have to deal with the square. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that in blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this original equation and I'm going to replace the x's here to get the y's. So the first one, the x minus 1, I'm going to get negative 1 plus y equals 4. Move the 1 over. Y equals, obviously you move it over, you add 5. Okay, so you have the point negative 1 comma 5. That's one place they're going to cross. Okay, next part I guess I'll do in green. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to put a 2 there instead. We're going to move the 2 over to the other side, which means we're going to subtract it. 4 minus 2 is going to be 2, so this is going to be the point. 2 is the x, 2 is the y. So there are 2 places where these parabolas do cross the line.